my dear students. Hope you are doing very well by the grace of Almighty Allah. This is Khaleda, Assistant Teacher of Social Science, National Ideal English Version School, Deship. So my dear students of class 7, today I am going to take a Bangladeshi Global Studies class, and this is class number 9. So today we are doing creative questions from chapter 8. So my dear students, without any further ado, let's start the class. So look at the board at first, and then we will go to the questions, and then we will go to the answer part. Okay. So dear students, so this is from chapter 8, and the name of the chapter is Introduction to Population of Bangladesh, and the first question we will get the stem, and then we will go to the questions. And in first question, if we focus on the stem, we will find out a figure where there is some years written here, and at the same time there are some the population scenario of population in different years of our country. So here is written, read the following table and answer the attached questions. That means related to this stem, what are the questions we have to make the answer. We all know about that. So at first we will have a look on the scenery of the population related to the year. In 1961, the population was 5.52 crores. In 1974, 7.64 crore. 1991, 11.15 crore. 2001, 12.93 crore. 2007, 14.06 crore. 2011, 14.97 crore. So my dear students, if you look at 1961 and then if you look at 2011, you will get the vast difference and what are the changes actually in situation of the population of Bangladesh. In 1961, the population was only 5.52 crore, and in 2011 it became 14.97 crore. That means almost 10 crore population added in 2011. Okay, that is in the meantime of 2011. So from this first part, there is question number A, which is not related to the stem, but we have to make the answer of this question. The first one is, what is the minimum age of a girl for marriage in Bangladesh? What is the minimum age of a girl for marriage in Bangladesh? So we will go back to the answer to find out the answer of this question. Here the answer is written here. So the minimum age of a girl for marriage in Bangladesh is 18 years. So dear students, we all know about that. So hope you can make the answer of this question. And now number B. In number B, explain how shifting of settlement helps increase population. So what is the question? Explain how shifting of settlement helps increase population. Shifting of settlement means people who are changing their residence. So how that is actually helping in the increase of population, we have to find out. So this is for this question we have the answer here. Shifting of settlement or migration. That means whenever we are talking about shifting of settlement, that means we are talking about migration. That means we are changing the residence. So changing the residence is actually migration or shifting of settlement. So shifting of settlement or migration are of two types. So there are two types. The first one is immigration and the second one is emigration. Both are too much related and relatable actually, but the first one is immigration and the second one is emigration. Between them, immigration means additional population coming from other countries. That means if you are talking about Bangladesh, here some people are coming from different countries. So that person will be related to immigration. Okay, that means some people are adding with the total population of our country. Bangladesh has a population of 15 crore people. Let us suppose that X number of refugees has recently come to Bangladesh from Myanmar. So we know in 2017 around 10 lakh people have came to our country. So that is suppose that is X. So as we have total population of 15 crore, then if we add with this X, our population will thus increase, and then it will be now 15 plus X crore. That means that is the process by which in shifting of settlement people are increasing in a country. So some people have come to our country, and that's why the population has changed. That means we are adding the extra people with our total population. So that is the answer of this question. And now we will go to the question back. Question number C, which is related to the stem. Explain why the population of Bangladesh in 2007 became 3 times that of 1961. What is the question? Why? We have to explain why the population of Bangladesh in 2007 2007 it is written here 14.6 crore, right? 14.06 crore. So why the population of Bangladesh in 2007 became 3 times that of 1961? If we look at the population of 1961, that was 5.52 crore, but in 2007 it became 14.06 crore. Actually almost it is 3 times of the population of 1961. So we have to find out why that is happening or that has happened. So come to the answer of this question. The answer is here. Population growth in 2007 is 3 times more than that in 1961. It will be then, dear students, it will be then more than that in 1961 due to a number of reasons. Due to a number of reasons. That means there are some reasons behind this situation. Okay. So it will be then. In 1961, the population of Bangladesh was 5.52 crore, whereas in 2007 it was 14.06 crore, almost 3 times more. We see that the population has become 3 times more in 46 years. That means in the meantime, the ages, if we count down the years, it will be 46 years. The main reason behind it is more people mean more adults, which means more marriages, which in turn means more children. That means more people means we have more adult people and they are getting married and they are producing or they are giving birth more children. So that is why actually people are increasing. It goes on and on. Actually till the year round or decade round it goes on and on. It provokes the increase in population causing a higher birth rate. Actually the reason was higher birth rate because there are people who were adult and they got married and then they produced child, and that is why that is the cause which is higher birth rate. In this period of time, higher birth rate was the main cause of the population growth. Okay. The other reason for increase of population is lower death rate. What was the second reason? The second reason was lower death rate. With the progress of medical sciences as well as government and non-government initiatives, infant mortality and premature death has decreased much. People have become much more conscious about hygiene. In this way, death rate is decreasing gradually. So dear student, actually we found 2 points by which people actually increase. The first one is higher birth rate and the second one is lower death rate. So that is the main reason in this 46 years for becoming the population 3 times more than 1961. Okay. So my dear students, come to question number D. The population growth rate of Bangladesh is decreasing since 1991. Discuss the statement in the light of lessons taught in textbook. We have learned lots of lessons related to this part in our textbook. So we have to discuss this problem or this statement light of our textbook which has been taught. Okay. So the population growth rate of Bangladesh is decreasing since 1991. That means from 1991 the population growth is decreasing. Okay. So come to the answer. Studying the trend of population growth of Bangladesh, it is evident that the rate is decreasing gradually after 1991. So 1991 is a remarkable period of time, right? So in that year it was 2.04%, which fell down to 1.48% in 2001, which further fell down to 1.41% in 2007. Factors such as the prevention of child marriage, discouraging early marriage, people's consciousness about the importance of nuclear family, significant increase in literacy rate, discouraging polygamy. Polygamy means more than one marriage. That means the male person getting married twice or thrice. That is usually called polygamy. So that has decreased and paved the way for the decrease of the growth rate. That means all of the reasons were discouraging early marriage, prevention of child marriage, people consciousness about the importance of nuclear family, significant increase in literacy rate. So for this reason people become conscious that growth rate should be decreased. Okay. People's response to various contraceptive measures plays the most effective role in the fact they consider it fair enough to have not more than 2 children. They also find it difficult to carry on the responsibilities to their children because it is related to our financial facility, so that is why they find it difficult. People have not been migrating to urban areas where maintaining a large family is much harder in comparison to rural areas. So more people are living in rural areas and they have a joint family. So if they have lots of children in their family, so that is very much harder to carry them out. So that is why they became conscious. Young people do not usually get married before getting a job. So this is another reason, because young people are conscious and they are not getting married without any job because they are concerned about their economic life. They want to make a better living standard, and so they are averse to expand their family size. Okay. Besides this, the overall social infrastructure has made its own way to lower growth rate of population. So all the social infrastructure actually responsible for the lower growth rate of population, and that is why from 1991 the population growth has been decreased or has been decreasing. So now, dear students, go to the question number 2. There are two events. The event number 1, in event number 1 we will find a scenario, and then in event number 2 we will find another scenario, right? So event number 1. Chaudhary family and Halda family are well known as successful businessmen to many at Kulaura of Sylhet. But the Chaudhary family originally came from Kesharganj and Halda family is from Brahmanbaria. So both are from Kesharganj and from Brahmanbaria, but right now they are very much famous and successful in Kulaura of Sylhet. And now event number 2, many people from some neighboring villages including Soitpur and Shuagaji have been living along with their families in the Middle East for 15 years. Most of the children have not been visited their ancestral homes. So actually they did not visit their own homes, okay, or ancestral homes. Now question number 1, what is gross birth rate? Come to the answer. The number of alive born babies in 1000 people every year in a certain region or country is called the gross birth rate of that region or country. So what is the definition? The number of alive born babies, that means the babies who are borning alive in 1000 people, that type of 1000 people every year in a certain region or country is called the gross birth rate of the region or the country. So you have to memorize the definition. And now question number B, explain a cause of the increase in average life expectancy in Bangladesh. What is the cause of increase in average life expectancy? Life expectancy means people are living more than their expectation. Like I wish to maybe I supposed to live for 60 years or after 60 years I am maybe I can be died, or I think I can be died, but it is increasing. The percentage is increasing. Now life expectancy for male person is about 72 years, and for female person maybe it is 72, 73 years. I am not quite sure, but this is related to this. Okay. So come to the point why this is increasing. Number B. Average life expectancy is increasing because of the expansion of education which has spread health education. So what is the reason? At first the expansion of education, and at the same time this education is spreading the health education. That is why people are getting conscious. People have achieved an idea about nutritious value of food. They are concerned about balanced diet, pure drinking water, and leading a hygienic life. So that is the reason for that people are getting higher life expectancy. Number C. What type of migration is indicated at event 1 of the stem discussed? So what type of migration is indicated at event 1 we have to find out. So let's go to the answer. Shifting of settlement is called migration. It is of two types, immigration and emigration. Immigration means the process of peoples residing in a country coming from other countries. So what is the definition of immigration? We found that out here. That means the people who are changing their residence from one country to another, that is actually immigration. That means if in our country people are coming, changing their own residence in another country, that is actually immigration for Bangladesh. If the process takes place regionally from an area to another area of the same country, it is called local or internal migration. That means if from Chittagong to Dhaka or Bandarban to Dhaka people are changing their residence, that will be internal or local migration. In case of migration, population increases since additional people add to the existing people. As we discussed previous question, that when some people are coming to our country, that is actually adding to our total population of the existing country, right? So such is the case with the migration mentioned in STEM 1. So that is the actual case which is mentioned in STEM 1. Chaudhary family came to Kulaura from Kishorganj and Haldar family from Brahmanbaria. They are now well known to all as successful businessmen. It means that they are permanent settlers of Kulaura today. In this way, the population of Kulaura has increased. That means before Chaudhary and Haldar, who before their coming or before their arrival in Kulaura, there are some people. But when they came to here, that time they also added with the population, and that time the population of Kulaura has increased because of immigration, right? Number D. Migration indicated in event 2 of the STEM is the main cause of decrease in population of the country. Do you agree? Justify your answer. So what is the statement? Migration indicated in event 2 of the STEM is the main cause of decrease in population. Whether migration is the only cause of decreasing of population in any country or not, you have to support or you have to make your answer. Whether you support it or not, you have to find it out. I have made an answer according to my opinion. If you want to change that opinion or if you have another opinion, you can find it out and you can relate with the answer. Okay, so now I am discussing my opinion, from my opinion. So the answer is no, I don't support the statement. Migration might have been one of the causes but not the main cause of population decrease. The incident mentioned is not an outgoing that would be the main cause of population decrease of the locality. If the term most of the people instead of many people were used, I would support the statement. That means the term was many people. But if that was most of the people, then I could support. But as this is called as many people doesn't mean that most of the people. Many people means some people, right? So in fact, the main cause is the awareness of the people of the locality. Changes have been taken place in them in course of time, and now they are scared of overpopulation. So people are conscious, and right now they are very much scared about overpopulation. They have learned to keep their family sizes as small as possible. It is also equally possibly true that many people died in these 15 years. Actually, migration could not alone cause the decrease because many babies were born. Total population has not decreased, growth rate has decreased. So through migration or through the process of this population growth, actually population did not decrease, the growth rate has decreased, right? When the growth rate will be decreasing in a course of time, in a long run of the time, the population will be decreased. So my dear students, you have HW, and your HW will be question number 1, A and B, and that is question number HW number 6. From question number 1, you have to do A and B for HW. So my dear students, hope you have understood today's class. In the next class, we will come with a new topic. Till then, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.